Hey there, wire workers. Welcome back. I'm Stephanie once again, and today you are going to learn how to make a wire wrapped ring. And I love this project so much, I didn't just make it once, I made it twice. So I hope that you have so much fun with it, just like I have. And today we're going to learn a different technique with wire wrapping, and we're going to learn how to conceal our edges and work with like this cool gemstone thing. It's going to be super high fashion, so stay tuned. Okay guys, so let's get started on making that awesome wire wrapped ring. I'm going to take out my 20 gauge wire, and I've already decided that I want to use my pointer finger for this ring, and I just happen to have a ring that's already measured for my pointer finger. It drops perfectly right here on the edge of size 6. So I'm going to go ahead and know that that's what I'm going to aim for here. Take my wire. And our ring today is going to wrap around my finger 3 times. So I'm just going to eyeball it 3 times so I know the length in which to cut. And since we are braiding it, I need to double the size. 1, 2, and 3. So now I have about 6 loops. And that's perfect for the ring. So I'm going to give it some slack just in case I need some more for any mistakes made, or maybe I want to make it tighter or anything like that. But I know that this is about the length of my ring. So I'm just going to go ahead and give myself some more slack to work with. There we are. Using my cutters there. Now for this setup, we have a little bit of a little trick going on right here. We just screwed in a screw to our table, which I don't recommend for you because you probably don't want holes in your table. So you can either get a block of wood or maybe use some industrial tape, or even wrap your wire around maybe a handle of a drawer or something really sturdy. I'm just going to loop it like so. First off, I'm going to make sure it's perfectly folded in half here. Unlike our bracelet, I'm not too concerned with how straight our wire is for this project because we are going to be braiding it together. Okay, that's almost about even. I'm just going to secure it with 1 loop over. I'm just crossing over the wire on top of each other. You can do this by hand, but I highly recommend using your pliers. I'm just going to use the flat nose right here because it makes a tighter bend. Ooh. You want a really, really, really tight braid. So just go ahead and take your time doing it. Just folding them right over each other. Notice I'm using both hands to pull. Unlike thread or something like that, it's just going to kind of stay in your place. So if you have to let go, you're going to be okay. You're not going to lose your place. Make sure to keep your pressure tight, but also try to keep it as even as possible, because you want your braids to look almost like you did it machine made. But of course you handmade it, which is even more special. And you'll just want to do this until you get almost to the end. If you mess up, or maybe some wire bends are a little bit tighter than other ones, don't try to fix it. Your wire is just going to end up getting more janky, and just go ahead and just start over. It's all right. You're all about learning here. You have plenty of wire to work with. So another thing to add about why we want to do this to metal is that it adds strength to it. And not only does it add strength, it also looks pretty and it adds us another design element. We want our rings to be sturdy. I know I wear my rings pretty much all the time when I'm working, so they got to be pretty tough because I'm working with a lot of crazy materials here. You also might notice that this is quite a workout. My arms are on fire. So that's just an added bonus if you start to get some muscle in your arms. You just owe it all to jewelry making. Okay, so now we have this. That's going to be our base for our ring. I'm going to try it out. Feels pretty good, feels a little bit loose, but we can fix that later.